We are live. Welcome back, Jan, by
Woo-hoo.
popular demand.
Hello, Jeff. Yes, this is fun. It's really good to see you again.
It
Yay.
is. It is. We're having. We apologize for anybody. We're not sure how this is going to work out, but we're going to just go for it.
It's always, yeah, yeah. So you have something funny, and I have something, it's not really funny. It's very French.
All right. Let me hear. Let me hear about your little
Oh,
French.
okay. Well, I had some friends from Norway come through yesterday, and they've spent a lot of time in Berkeley and whatnot. So, but they do live in Norway. And we went to the Chateau de Grignon to have lunch.
Uh-huh.
And they said, well, let's meet at about 2. And knowing the Grignon, I won't say the name of the cafe, but because we had the B&B in that area, I know that in Grignon, we've had a lot of people coming back to the B&B complaining about not being served or, just because they're kind of on a time schedule there. They're on the French time. So anyway, we decided to meet at 1:30. Long story short, we're sitting in one of the cafes, very popular cafe in this bustling little village with tourists, and it's market day and all the cafes are full, and we find a table 1:30. And 15 minutes later, the guy came over and he said, listen, I just have to tell you that we might not have enough food for you. And he said, and I won't know for another 20 minutes. So I don't know if you want to sit here and wait or if you'd rather go somewhere else. But, I might have to come back over in 20 minutes and tell you that, you can't eat.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
just about ready to flip the bird. I couldn't believe it. I just blurted out a few things in French and in English and let the people around me know that it's just so, I mean, and recently they've been talking about French, they're known for that. And,
Right, right.
tourism is their biggest business. And I don't know if you remember this, but a couple years ago when they were up for the Olympics, the metros were on strike in Paris, and they said,
Yeah.
well, the organizing committee will sympathize with us and our transportation needs and this and that. Are you kidding? The Olympic people left. But I think this year we have it. But anyway, I was just so frustrated once again having, people from Norway, and they're like, oh, this is so French, being refused at 2 o'clock in the middle of July for a
Two
meeting.
o'clock. It's no food. No food.
Yeah, I mean, really, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. It's the biggest cafe in the town, and we're in high season at 1:30. Come on, if it was 3 or 2:30, I'd understand. But anyway, so that's my lovely welcome to France story, and I have a few others, but you tell me about yours first.
Mine is we were for the 4th of July. Well, so this is a couple weeks ago. Um, we were going to make s'mores, right? So
Oh
very
yeah,
American, very West Coast, probably, I think.
absolutely. Yeah.
And so we had somebody had bought marshmallows, really real marshmallows in France, I believe,
Yeah.
and the French guy who had obviously never cooked marshmallows like before, put the marshmallows directly on the grill, all the marshmallows directly on the grill. So they instantly they I have photos too. I have photos. If you don't believe me, I have photos.
Oh my.
And it instantly started to just melted. It was like a fondue. It was like a fondue. And then he scraped it out,
Yeah.
scraped it out, put it on tin foil and put it back on the grill. And
Oh.
and it was the whole thing. But you know what? We ate it. We still ate it. And they didn't have graham crackers. They had something similar to graham crackers.
Yeah.
And then it was really funny because one of the French women who has lived in America and very was complaining about how bad Hershey's chocolate was. And
Oh.
so what they had was like a really good. They had a good chocolate. I don't know if it was a French or Swiss or Belgian or whatever.
Yeah.
Chocolate bars, and that's what we ate it on. So it was really good. We wasted a lot, and the guy put it directly, which is not the way you're supposed to do it. But hey, you know, who's to say how you're supposed to cook s'mores?
Well,
Right?
I mean, s'mores, by the time you have some kind of little sweet plain cookie, marshmallows, and any kind of chocolate, it's a s'more.
It's a s'more. So
It's a s'more. But I do, one year, I brought back a box of graham crackers and a pack of those Hershey bars that you can get at, I won't mention the name of the store. And now you can buy American marshmallows in the markets
yeah, that's
here.
what they had. The bigger ones, the big ones. Yeah, the big ones. You can get the small ones too, but that was just hilarious. That was absolutely.
Oh my God, how funny! They put them all on the grill at once. That's
the whole thing. The guy had absolutely no idea, but it was, hey, we ate them. They were edible, which is always important.
Making s'mores here in France is always a fun party because it's just so American, or at least
so American. And the French are the French are. It's not. They like it's weird because they like fondue. A s'more is just. I don't know what marshmallows are, and I probably shouldn't know. No one should probably know exactly what's in them. But that was hilarious. So anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that is funny. That reminds me of the time years ago before McDonald's was so big. I made hamburgers for everybody, and they sat down with their knives and forks. I'm like, no.
It's not how you eat a hamburger. All right.
So just a few last little things. That America is really coming to France. The influence of America is coming so much to France, not only by s'mores, but you know what? I saw popcorn ice cream.
Wow.
And it wasn't even Ben and Jerry's. I think it was a French brand. It was popcorn ice cream. And you know what I've noticed? Because I've had some time off, and I've kind of been catching up on some there's a few French shows that I really like. And you know what I've noticed on French TV is the popular police detective shows now. The two detectives are always eating Chinese food out of little cars, while they're talking, which is quite, you always kind of have that on the TV in the States. And you know what? Now in some of the French TV shows, they're walking down the street with a cup of coffee, just like in
the
States. Yeah. I mean, we never saw that before now.
No, you ever thought well, in my cinema, which is not, I don't live in I live in let's just say it's not a big urban area. Inside my cinema, there was a little, I don't even know what you would call it, a Starbucks, like a little, it was like a machine. It was weird. But it had the Starbucks brand, and it just had this little, it had a machine, one of those coffee machines you see all over. Yeah. It was Starbucks. And you put your money in, or you put your credit card. It was, but I'm sure it was very sensitive. I couldn't believe it. I took a photo of that too.
Yeah, why would you want to drink coffee at the movies? I mean,
exactly. You want coffee at the movies and Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, but now you really do see them on the TV, in shows, on scène, with while they're discussing the case, drinking big cups of coffee while they're walking, and I just thought, wow, that's new to TV here, and Chinese things are really big. If they're really good detectives, they
got to have the Chinese. All right, that sounds good, Jan.
Gosh, yeah. So, well, listen, Jeff, we're going to take our this is just kind of a warm up to our upcoming shows, which will start back again in September.
Righto. I'll talk with you then.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. You have a great August.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay. Ciao.